Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles. I'm back to the Sliced Sudoku Sandwich Pack. Best thing since Sliced Sudoku? You decide. So this is Pile of Crusts by Wuschel, and this is another puzzle that I've been told will be dropping into the Walk of the Park section of the pack. I've been recording these all over the place. I've recorded some of the hard puzzles. I've recorded some of the medium difficulty puzzles. This has been a lot of fun, but this has been a challenge to record, I have to say, because, wow, I've learned a lot about Sandwich Sudoku, which was kind of the point. Hopefully you will have and will too. So Pile of Crusts by Wuschel. There'll be a link below to this puzzle, as well as to where you can download the entire pack. I'm just going to get straight into it, shall I? So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have sandwich. Funny about that, which is the numbers outside the grid give the sum of the digits between the 1 and the 9 in that row or column. So in this row, between the 1 and the 9, we will have digits summing to 13. In this column, we will have the digits between the 1 and the 9 will sum to 13. In this row, the digits between the 1 and the 9 will sum to 21. That's the way that works. And then thermos, digits on thermos strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. So this digit must be higher than this must be higher than this must be higher than this must be higher than this. They're the rules. I've been told this will be a walk in the park, but I don't know what to expect. This is not one of the ones I've already tested. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Okay, so there is one thing I know about thermos straight off the bat, which is you can never put a 1 or a 9 anywhere except at the bulb or the tip of a thermo, because if I was to put a 9 or a 1 here, I would need something lower than 1 or higher than a 9. It does not work. So anything that is not the bulb or a tip of a thermo, I can automatically color green, which is what I do when I'm saying these cells cannot be the bread of the sandwich. But which rows and or columns is this restricting? Well, it seems to be restricting this 15 the most. But I'm not sure, you know. I don't want to just pencil mark the thermos willy-nilly. I don't want to do that. Like, I don't think this can be 9 as well. Maybe it can, actually. So, okay. I must put a 1 or a 9 in here because I can't put a 13. So I can't put both 1 and 9 in here. Because if I put both 1 and 9 in here, that's a 13 and we're broken. I can't put both 1 and 9 over here. So there's 1 in here and 1 in here. So one of these is 1 or 9 and one of these is 1 or 9. But if this was, and this can't be the 1 or 9, because if this was the 1 or 9, I couldn't put it here. All of these would become green, and the minimum I can put in 5 cells, if this was a 1 or a 9, would be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is 20. 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, is 20. So that doesn't work. This cannot be the 1 or the 9. This must be a 1 or a 9. And now the other one, let's start thinking about outies. What do I mean by outies? So between the 1 and the 9, there are digits summing to 13. An entire row of a Sudoku sums to 45. And because an entire row of Sudoku sums to 45, and the bread of the Sudoku, or in this case, they're calling it crusts, this is pile of crusts, it isn't loaf of bread, it's pile of crusts. And because the pile of crusts is such that the crusts are 1 and 9, then we know that 45 minus 1 minus 9 is 35. So we've got 13 inside the sandwich, and then we've got 35 minus 13, which is 22 outside the sandwich. So outside the sandwich, we must have digits summing to 22, and we can't do 22 in 2. So this cannot be bread. This must not be bread, and then there is other bread in here somewhere. But we can do 22 in 3 digits. No, we can't. We can't do 22 in 3 digits because you can't use the 9. So in 3 digits, the maximum you can use is 8, 7, and 6, which is only 21. So we must have a 4th digit outside, and this becomes the 1 or the 9, which matters for this 13. These now must be green because first of all, in any direction that I'm going, I must add to the total. So these two immediately cannot be, if either of those were the other one, this would have to be a 0 clue. I can't do 13 in a single digit because the minimum you can put into it is the maximum you can put in is an 8 because the 9 is one of the bread clues. So I must add at least a second one. But I now must stop here because exactly the same math is coming into place. If I don't stop here, then it's here, and those 2 digits would have to sum to 22. 11 plus 11? No, it's not going to work. So this must be the other bread, and this is, crust in this puzzle, and this isn't. But now we've got 21 in this direction. Now 21 can be done in only 8, 7, 6, minimum 3 cells. So anything within 3 cells of this yellow immediately gets colored green, and we must have 1 over here. But with 21, we must have 14 outside. But I could do that in 3. I could do it in 2. No, I can't. Oh, that's cool. If this was crust, these 2 digits here would have to sum to 14. And the only way to do that is 8 and 6. But this can be neither 8 nor 6. If it was 8, it'd go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if it was 6, it'd go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't work. So this must be the end. And I must have another digit outside. Now I want to think about this 14. The minimum number of digits you can do 14 in is 2 with 8 and 6. So this isn't included, and I must colour at least 2. This is very neat. And it's bouncing off each other in a really nice way. I probably need to look at what can go on the thermos at some point, because this is way more restricted, because these can never be 8 or 9. So maximum 8, 1 or 9, maximum 7, maximum 6, maximum 5, maximum 4. So 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Happy to mark that. But these have to sum to 14. That's okay. Seems okay. I think that's okay. Is it this 13? The maximum here is 8. 876 though is, well, no, there's lots of options for that, I think. I don't think much. Could I do 14 in 4? This would be at least 2, 3. And then these would have to sum to 9. But I could go 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 9. Or 2, 3, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would work, I think. 14 in this row. 9, 8, 6, 1 could work. Can I include those? Can I include those? I'm actually not sure, you know. I kind of want to force a crust onto one of the thermos. But if these were 8, 6, if this was a 1, 9, 1, 9, 1, and these were 8, 6, would I be broken? This would be maximum 7. 6, 5. This 13? 98765. This is 2, 3, 4, or 5. Because it can't be a 1 because it's the contents. It's not crust. So this is at least 3. 9. So this is maximum 8, maximum 7, maximum 6, but maximum 6. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5, 6, 7, 8. But the minimum here is 3, 4, 5. The minimum here is 3, 4, 5, which is, if you add them together, is 12. I have to add 1 to 3, 4, 5 in order to get this to 13. This has to be 3, 4, 6. This has to be 3, 4, 6. Because if it's not, how do I do it? The minimum digit on it is 3. If I don't include a 3, then it's 4, 5, 6, and I've blown the total. I must include a 3, which is the bottom digit. Now I'm after 2 more digits that sum to 10. Well, if I don't include a 4, then I'm at 5, 6 minimum, which is 11. This is 3, 4, 6. That's neat. This is now a 2. And this is 7, 8, or 9. Sorry about that. Just had an urgent call from work. I still have to work for a living, and that completely threw out what I've been doing. So what I just done is found this had to be a 3, 4, 6, which gave that as a 2 because it can't be crust. This has to be 7, 8, 9 because it's higher. This could be a 9 because this is crust. Because I don't have a sandwich clue in this column. But these now have to sum to 11. They're not 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 5. Don't know anything about those. Okay, do I? It's the only sandwich clue I've got any real information about. This isn't a 6, but that hasn't forced anything on this. Is this more restricted? I think these sum to 11 because all of these sum to 13. If it's 8, 3, this can't be 8 or 3. This can't be 8, 3. Because if this was 8, 3, this would have to be 8, 9, 10, which doesn't work, or 3, 2, 1, which doesn't work because it'd be 2 2s. This isn't 8, 3. It's 7, 4, or 5, 6 only. 7, 8, 9, maybe 4, 3, 1, maybe, and 5 and 6 are even less restricted. Maximum 8, maximum 7, maximum 5 here. So, okay, maximum 9, maximum 8, maximum 7, maximum 5. So this is a maximum of 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, but this is either 2 or 5 because it can't be 3 or 4. Pardon me. Sorry, while I was working on doing the work thing, I was having, what's the word? Therapeutic chocolate. How am I going to break into this one? Is that right? This, I think, has to be crust. Yeah. This is one version of 1.9. This is a different version of 1.9. This is a different, back to the original version of 1.9. So purple and orange either mean 1 or 9. They can't be the same, so this is the other one. These can't be the same, so this is back to the original. These can't be the same, so this is back to orange. And these cells here now see the purple and the orange version of 1, 9. Those are not 1, 9. And the way I saw that was basically going, if this is a 1, this is a 9, if this is a 1, this is a 9. And I realized that these had to be different. And I was basically trying to do some math on locations to try and figure it out, but I was just followed this around and realized those had to be different. And if these have to be different, those could not be either of the yellows. So this has to be yellow, which means that's a 1. So this is 9, this is 1, this is 9. Because I can't put a 9 at the end of it. This is 1. And I can get rid of the orange and the yellow already. But these have to sum to 14. Well, I can't use 9, 5, 8, 6, and 7, 7 doesn't work. This is 8, 6. So this isn't an 8. This is a 7 or a 9. But I could put a 9 here because I don't have a sandwich clue here. Like this could be a 0. Don't see why not. But 1 is now down here in one of those 3. 1. Not sure. Is it this 15 clue now? Could this be... I think this has to be not crust. Because if it was crust, how could I do a 15 clue? I can't do it. I couldn't put the other crust here because it would be a 6, not a 15. I couldn't put the other one here because this would be... These would have to sum to 15, which would be 6, 9, and that would be including a crust in the sum of the sandwich, which doesn't work. And I couldn't put it all the way down here because the minimum sum of those is 13, and those is a minimum sum of 2, 3, 4. So the minimum of those is 22 if I put it here. So this is not crust. So now there is a crust in here and there is a crust in here because I can't put them next to each other. So there's a high digit involved in the 15 sum. But this could just be 7, 8. No, it can't be. This can't be 7 or 8. So there is a 3-cell 15 sum in here. So there's 1 in here and 1 in here, but I don't know which way it goes. But there's a 3-cell 15 sum, which will include a low digit, a middle digit, and a high digit. The low digit is 2 or 3, the middle digit is 4 or 5, and the high digit is 7 or 8. This sees 1 and 9, so this is green. So this now is green. Because if this was yellow, I can't do 14 in 6 different digits. The minimum is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which sums to a little more than 14. So if this was yellow, this would have to be the yellow, and these would have to be 6, 8. And that digit can't be 6 or 8. So this is green. Now this has to be yellow because I can't put them both here. This is yellow. And one of those is a 9. Because one of the yellows has to be here, which is 9, because I can't put the 1 here. So this is the 1. And now this is green, and I have to put the 9 up here somewhere. I can't put 9 on the bottom of a thermo. So that's the 9. This is green. This is yellow. These are a low and a medium. So this is 2 or 3, and this is 4 or 5, because it can't be 6. Nine is in one of those two. 1 is right here by Sudoku. Excellent. This is now not a 9. This is a 7, which is green. Minimum here is 3, 4, 5. is, yeah, 3, 4, 5. If this was a 5, this would be 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 is 18. This can't be a 5. If this is a 4, the minimum would be 4, 5, 6, which is 15. This can't be a 4. This must be a 3. Now, if this is a 6, this would be 6, 7, and the minimum would be 6, 7, and 3, which is 16. This can't be a 6. 5, 6 would be 11 plus 3, which works. But this can't be a 5 anymore, because if this is a 5, this has to be, oh no, this could be a 5. Can this be a 7? 7, 4 is 11. 5, 4, 3. If this is a 5, 5, 4, 3 is 12. I need 2, 9. That could work. Well, hang on, this 3 means this is a 2. No, it can't work, because the 3 here makes this a 2. So if this is 5, this goes 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 3 sums to 12. I would need another 2, and I can't put a 2 in here. So this isn't a 5. And if this isn't a 5, what's the minimum here? 4, 6. The minimum here now is 4, 6, 3. So if this is 5, 6. Oh, no, it's not. If this, no, wait a minute. I can't include another digit. The minimum this could be is 4. And if this was 4, 4, 5, 3, I'm already at 12, and that blows the total. This must be the crust. And this is the 9. This is the green and not 9. And these now need to sum to 11. 4, 7, or 5, 6. Either of those work. That's not restricted this at all. I've already got this 14 clue done. I've got this 13 clue done. Okay. Maximum here is 8, maximum 7, maximum 6. So this is 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. But that's a 6, 7 pair. So that's an 8. Which puts 8 up here, but I can't put 8 partway along a thermo. That's not the 8, that's the 8, which makes it green. 9 is in one of those two, which means none of these can be 9, so those become all green. 9 is in one of those two. These are all green and have been for a while. 1 is in one of those two because I can't put 1 at the end of a thermo. 1 and 9, 9 can't go there, and 9 can't go at the start of a thermo. That's the 9. 1 is in one of those two, which means this isn't the 1, this is the 1, which means this is not the 9, this is the 9. That's yellow, that's green, and these are now green. Oh, this is so clever. But I still haven't broken it open. Like, this is still not resolved. This is still not resolved. How am I going to get this? Oh, the 6, 8 makes that the 7, which makes that the 6. 6 and 3 is 9, so that's the 5. Put 6 in one of those. That's not that great. 7 is in... 7 is in one of those 3, but I'm not sure how that's helping me. And that's because I can't put 7 lower on the thermo than a 4, 5, 6, or 7, and there's already a 7 in row 4. This is a pair. Where's 2 in this row? This is the 2, so this is a 4. Seven. This can't be a 7 anymore because 7, 8, 9 doesn't work. There's no 7 here anymore. These had to sum to 11, so this can't be 4. Maximum 6, maximum 5, maximum 3 because this can't be a 4. So this is a 1 or a 3 only. This can't be 2, so it's 3, 4, 5. I've done the 14 clue. I've done that 14 clue. So it's this 15 clue and this 13 clue and this 21 clue. So 21 outies. I don't remember if I've spoken about outies in this puzzle or not. This is the problem with being interrupted. But we know that the clues in the row, which aren't crust, sum to 35. 45 minus 1 plus 9 is 35. The sandwich is 21, so we're aiming for 14. So these digits here have to sum to 12. Now, they're not 9, 3. If they're 8, 4, it's 8, 4. If they're 7, 5, it's 5, 7, and they can't be 6, 6. So these are the only possibilities. So that's a 7, 8 pair. So there's a 3 in here, and there's no 3 here. This is the 3, and this is 4, 5, 6, and the 5, 6 makes that the 4, which makes that the 5, which makes that the 6. But these now sum to 9, 13. To get to 21, I need another 8. So that's a 7. That's very cool. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. Not sure what to do with that. This column, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are 3, 4, 5. This can't be a 5. This would need to be higher than 5, but it can't be. So this is a 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 3, 4, 5. There must be a 5 up here for the column. So this isn't a 5, giving me a 3, 4 pair, making that a 5, which makes that 4, which takes 4 off these. 5 means that this is the 3, which by Thermo makes that the 1, which makes it yellow. This is green, not 1. 5 makes that a 6. This isn't a 6. The 6 looks back, making that the 8 and that the 6. These are 2 and 7. And the 7 makes that the 2 and that the 7. This box is missing 3, 4. So this is absolutely a triple, which I got as soon as I got this 3, 4, 5, but I got distracted by doing other things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. There's no 6 and 9 is already in row 3, so that's the 7, and this is a 6, 9 pair. They always seem to appear. I think it's confirmation bias, though. 4 is in one of those two by Sudoku. That 4 eliminates from there, and these have been eliminated by other things. I know what this is. 6 and 2 is 8. To get to 13, I need another 5. So this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. There's no 7 in either of those, so that's the 7. This is the 8 and this is the 4 because of the 4 looking up. My pencil marks told me where to look. The 4 looks across, making this the 3 and this the 4. I need to put a 2 in one of those. No, this is a 3 by Sudoku because those two 3s are eliminating 3 from all of those. That's a 3. So 2 is in one of those, but I'm not putting 2 higher than 7 on a Thermo. This is a 2. These are 5, 6, and 8, and the only one of those digits higher than a 7 is an 8. So these become a 5, 6. I could have done it with Sudoku. I didn't. This 5, 6 results. This 5, 6 with that being a 6 and that being a 5. Let's look at this triple. 1, 2, 7, and 9. There's a 2 and a 7 already in column 6. That's the 9. Let's make it yellow. This is not the 9, and this is also not the 9. Let's make all of those. Nope. I'm in the wrong mode. Green is my 4 color, but which is why I often mistype 3 when I mean to color yellow and 4 when I mean to color green. It just happens. These are 5, 6, and 8. There's already a 5 and a 6 in column 7. That's an 8. I can remove 8 from those. Not seeing how to resolve the 5, 6 yet. But this is a pair. I've got 1, 2, 3. I don't have 4, 5, 6. I don't have 7. These are 4 and 7. Okay, what about this pair? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. That I can resolve. 5 and 8. The 5 looks down, making that the 6 and that the 5. Now I've got pairs at the top of these. Well, 1 is in one of those two. So these become green. I don't know if I need the colours. What sandwich clues have I done? I've done the 13. I've done the 15. I've done the 21. I've done all the sandwich clues. I think I can get rid of the green. So I'm going to get rid of all of the green. 1 is in one of those two. 9 is in one of these two. When I resolve them, then I will colour the 1s and the 9s because it's a sandwich and I tend to do that. But these are a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1 and 6. So these are 2 and 3. Okay. I need to put a 5 in one of those two. These are 2, 5, and 7 for the column. These are 2, 7, and 9 for the column. Now, this can't be a 2, and this can't be a 2. So where's 2 in this row? 2 is eliminating those. 2 can't go in either of those by Thermo, and it can't go there by Sudoku, and these can't be 2 because there's 2s already in the column. This is the 2, this is the 3. The 3 looks across, making that the 4, taking 4 out of both of those. This is a 3, 5. The 4 looks back, making that the 7 and that the 4, taking 7 out of both of those. This 3 looks back, making that the 5 and that the 3. The 5 looks back, making that the 2, which makes that the 9 by pencil marks, which makes that the 7 and that the 5. The 9 looks back, making that the 6 and that the 9. I'll colour that yellow. This 9 is yellow. The 6 looks across, making this the 1, which is yellow, meaning this isn't the 1, this is the 1, which is yellow, making this the 6, and this is the digit I haven't placed in the box yet, which seems to be an 8. The 7 looks down, making that the 2 and that the 7. The 4 looks down, making that the 3 and that the 4. And that is the solution to the puzzle. Now, I have no idea how long this actually took me because of the interruption. I hate it when that happens, but there will be video length after editing and this has been posted and everything. So people can make a judgment by that. I really enjoyed this one. Pile of crusts. Really interesting stuff. Thermos actually make an obvious fit for sandwich when you think about it, because 1s and 9s are restricted as to where they can go on Thermos. I actually made a few sandwich puzzles and I was thinking about what constraints would restrict them, and I never thought Thermos at all, and I don't know why I didn't. Thank you, Wuschel. This one was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. A little bit more tricky than my tested or than the initial posting made me thought. At least I found it so, but it was really, really cool. I enjoyed this one. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying the puzzle pack, and as always, good luck with your solving.